You might be familiar with RE's Dr. Mechelle Owen's herbicide resistance work from the many resistance maps she has plotted over the years. In this video, we pull back the curtain and find out what's involved in this long-term project.
I've been doing resistance surveys with RE for nearly 20 years, so the first survey was back in 2003. We've been doing the surveys as part of the surveillance program so that we can monitor what's happening with weeds and resistance development over that time. So we can go back to paddocks and see what was there in 2003 and now what's happening in 20 years later. So in the early years we saw a big increase in crop selective herbicides like for diclofop and chlorsulfuron, and also with clethodim resistance. In the last few years resistance has stayed quite stable, though we're seeing a slight increase in glyphosate resistance, both in the levels and where we're seeing it. So for the surveys we spend a lot of time planning before we actually get to the field, so contacting farmers, getting people on board, logistical considerations, what's happening in climate, where's harvesting, which area we should go to first, and then that might take 2 or 3 months to organise all of that, and then once we actually get to the field we're working sort of light to dark, 12 hours collecting as many fields as we can. This time we've seen the crops are looking quite good, but we're actually collecting quite a few weed samples. So we're seeing ryegrass in most fields, and also we're getting 2 or 3 species for most fields. So that's either ryegrass with wild oat or with wild radish or brome and barley grass. So we've got quite a few samples already. For this survey we're actually trying to increase the number of sites we've visited. So in previous surveys we've gone to about 500 paddocks. This time we're aiming to get to 700 to 750. We're doing about 15 to 20 sites a day. So we've got 8 weeks to cover the state. So it's quite a long process, but we'll get there.